Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Imran Bashir, and I teach at Lahore University, Lahore, Pakistan. I'm thankful to the management of this conference for inviting me to present my paper. So the topic of my paper is the managerial characteristics of owner manager in small industrial firm, a qualitative study. So this study talks about the owner manager and how he manages the whole firm. And this study is of exploratory nature. This is the presentation layout. Introduction. The small firms play a vital role in the economic growth of the country, especially the countries like Pakistan. In Pakistan, there are different organizations like SME Bank, SMEDA, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Authority, Punjab and Sindh Industries Department that help these small industries, the small firms to grow. So in any country, small industries are the starting point towards the industrialization. In addition to that, SMEs have significant effect on the income distribution, tax revenues, and the generation of the employment. Research gap, the management in the small industrial firm is neglected domain in Pakistan because researchers generally go after the large firm or medium-sized firms, and they don't pay attention or they don't go for the small industrial firms. So that's why you will find very few studies on this topic. And in addition to that, this present study uses the qualitative methodology. And as far as the importance of this topic is concerned, before the study, the preliminary interviews were conducted. And in those interviews, it was highlighted that this study is important for the industry. The research objectives include to explore the role of owner manager in small firm with reference to his managerial practices. The second objective is to determine the factors related to functioning and management of small firms. And as far as questions are concerned, how does the owner manager manages the overall business? And the second question is, how do the education, management, competence, etc. of the owner manager of small firm contribute positively or negatively to the success or failure of the company? The significance of the study, the research finding will benefit the large amount of small firms comprising large part of the industry in Pakistan. The study will highlight the working of the small firm, and especially that will help the owner managers of the small firms to understand their deficiency and how they should take decisions, how they should allocate resources, and how they should make planning of their different areas of the functional areas like marketing, like sales. Literature review, the definition we are using in this study, that is small enterprise having up to 20 employees. Okay, owner manager. The entrepreneur and small business, there is a difference between entrepreneur and small business owner manager, and that difference is based on goals of the profit, the growth initiative, innovative behavior. Like entrepreneur has more innovative behavior, strategic management. Owner manager lacks the strategic management, risk orientation. The entrepreneur is generally more risk oriented than the owner manager. So we can say that personality, the education, skill, competence, and decision making, that is of the owner manager overshadows the whole of the firm. The lack of strategic planning hampers the growth of small firms because due to the lack of education, is unable to make strategic planning, or documented management practices are not there. The small firms marketing is also unstructured. There are no proper marketing or advertising plans. Research methodology. The key philosophical assumption is that there is no single and observable reality. Rather, there are multiple socially constructed realities. So the researchers, instead of finding the knowledge, they construct it. So these philosophical assumptions pertain to the interpretive and qualitative paradigm. For the analysis, the study uses the IPA, interpretive phenomenological analysis. Sampling, data and analysis, data collection and analysis. For this study, purposive sampling was used. In purposive sampling, that is used for the qualitative research method. The researchers choose the participant who can provide the rich information. The data was collected through the interviews. 30 to 40 minutes or 45 minutes interviews were done, and in some cases follow-up interviews were also conducted for the clarity. Total interviews were done. Total 8 interviews were done, and for data analysis, atlas.ti software was used. Ethical considerations: the participants were informed in writing about the nature of the study. They were informed about the objectives of the study. They were requested to sign the written consent form. In addition to that, participants were informed about the data collection methods and related activities. For the safety of the participant, all the steps, all the data collection and analysis was monitored and was kept confidential. Conclusion and recommendations. The owner manager in small firm affects the functional areas of the firm, like in marketing and finance management, and in everything. The owner manager affects the working of that area. Due to the shorter hierarchy in small firms, owner manager has close working relationship with all the employees and influence their working. Because there is one advantage of that short hierarchy: decision making is quick due to the short hierarchy. Like employees can talk to the boss or the owner manager anytime. They can talk on the phone, so decision making is quick. But there is a negative side, because employees are directly working under the boss, under the owner. So their working is influenced by the owner manager, the style, what he likes or dislikes. So employees generally do not work independently most of the time. Lack of formal business education also affect the working of the small firm, because of not having the formal business education. He does not practice the documented management, or planning is not done in a proper way. As far as recommendations are concerned, the under the Ministry of Industries and Production, Pakistan, there are different departments like TABTA, Skill Development Council, and there are other departments like DG Skill. So they should provide training to the owner manager. 1 or 2 day training can be arranged, and they should launch short courses of 1 or 2 months, 3 months certificate courses for management, marketing, sales, and finance. And government generally launch these type of courses, but small firm owner managers don't pay attention to these courses. So they can launch the comprehensive outreach program just to engage the owners of the small firms. And lastly, they can offer productivity benefit to the small firm for increasing efficiency and effectiveness. Thank you very much. That's all from my side.